This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Crawford versus Alejandro. You all have been together for 3 years. You have one child together, and allegations of cheating are destroying your relationship.
That's right.
Mr. Crawford, why have you brought your girlfriend to court today?
Well, I brought my girlfriend today because I recently canceled our engagement because I feel like she's been cheating on me. I've been seeing things on her phone that no man should see. And basically, I just want to find out she's cheating on me.
All right. But if there's cheating going on, you're done.
I'm gone, honestly. I feel like I've done what I can, to try to hold on to our relationship. I give her my entire check. Every Friday I give him my whole check. I say,
you hear that, Mr. Cutler? He gives her his entire check.
Your Honor.
You're making it hard on the rest of us now.
I do it honestly because, I work in the kitchen, so I do more than 42 to 45 hours, a week, depending on they give me overtime,
He gives me his entire check only because he knows he does not know how to manage money.
Yeah, and I admit that, and that's why I give him my check.
Not what, no. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
There are a lot of men who know they can't manage money and they don't give a piece of the check.
True.
So the fact that you have a man who earns the money, recognizes he may not be so good with the money, and turns it responsibly over to you, who handles the money, is huge.
Yeah,
don't underrate that.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I don't down him for that. He does work hard. He does a lot for me and for my daughter.
What are you here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that I'm not cheating. I feel like I get blamed for a lot of stuff. He doesn't give me a chance. He will pick up my phone, look at my phone, and be like, I know you're doing something.
Tell him why, though. Tell him why.
But how can you know that I'm doing something just because you have that feeling? Because that's what he says. I have a feeling you're doing something.
No,
what do you find it on her phone?
All right. So I basically took her finger one night, put it on her iPhone. You know
and
what I mean?
I get no privacy.
That's
why I get no privacy.
I have nothing to hide on my phone. She said,
I have nothing to hide neither. He knows my
I'm like
passwords.
this, take my phone. You know what I mean?
Well, wait a minute. So you took her finger. And opened up her phone. I'm still there. And what did you find?
Well, I had nothing. Okay, she got basically fake Facebook accounts. I go on the pictures, it's random people, it look like a model with big boobs and everything. I'm like, this not you. And then I go on her messages, and then I see her talking to her ex-boyfriend about sexual things and stuff like that. While the hours that I'm at work.
That wasn't on Facebook. I feel like if you're not gonna treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated, somebody else will.
Yeah, but I take care of her like I should for her to treat me right. And when she don't treat me right, that just gets me mad because I'm like, I do everything I can.
Have you ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right?
Yes.
That does not work. And it sure doesn't work going to another man who you've had a relationship with and say, this thing I'm in right now, it ain't working. Because that's an invitation like, well, how's it look, Mr. Cutler?
Tell me how you feel.
I feel badly. Mr. Cutler's not treating me right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know somebody who can treat you right.
Who can treat me right?
Come on, let's talk about it. And then the music starts.
And then the music starts, that's right.
Right.
So if you got a problem with him, it's not a problem with your ex, it's a problem with him. And you go back to him. Now, you may have to cool off, but cool off doesn't mean get hot with somebody else. It means cool off. What are the warning signs you have, Mr. Crawford?
Well, one of them would be our sexual life, when it comes down to being, I feel like I throw myself on her and she doesn't want me.
He said the right keyword right there. He throws himself at me. He doesn't do nothing romantic. He will literally come up to me and be like, let's have sex, right now. That's it.
Well, Mr. Crawford.
And I'm like, okay.
And you're not feeling that?
No, that's boring. Who wants to? Let's have sex right now.
Oh, man.
In order to have sex with her, I gotta massage her feet.
You gotta do something.
Where's
You
my
gotta do
massage?
something.
Wait. Where's my massage at?
Here's the thing. It's nothing wrong with a good foot massage.
Come on.
I'm just saying. But every time to bribe me for sex, I have to massage your
You gotta
feet.
do something. You gotta, tickle my arm.
But do you initiate it?
Yeah.
Never. She never says, hey, babe, you wanna have sex? Look.
It's always you initiating.
Always because
he doesn't initiate.
He
just tries.
That's just me.
Do something romantic, take me out to eat. Then get drunk or something, go home, and then maybe a little.
What do you do for him?
What you mean romantically? Everything.
Do you initiate it?
I kiss.
Do you give him a foot massage as a prelude to sex?
Hell no. But she also says a lot, most of the time when we argue, she says that she's gonna leave me for another guy and that another guy's gonna raise my daughter, and I'm like, I do my part as it is, to take care of what's mine.
Okay, so have you already picked the next man out?
No, it's
Probably got a couple on the line.
I let him know, like, cause he feels surreal. He feels like I'm not going nowhere. That's his main thing that he always
I don't
says
need
to
her
me.
going
He should
nowhere.
feel that way.
Stay home, watch my daughter. That's it.
Yeah, of
Shouldn't he
course.
feel like you're gonna be there?
Yeah, of course, but that doesn't mean you're gonna treat me any way you want to, and I'm gonna stay because you feel that way, because you think, oh, if you leave me, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing without you. He feels like if he leaves, I'm gonna be stranded.
So you use the threat of being with somebody else to keep him in check,
Yes,
to scare him.
That's not scaring me. That's just making me want to find out more.
But
that's
Mr.
why I'm
Crawford,
finding out.
here's the other side of that. You've got to make her feel like she's special. You got to treat her like a queen. Are you doing that?
I mean, no, I'm not.
Because you talk about how much you work and provide for your family, which is good.
Right.
And here's the thing, love. Money is great.
Right.
Money
But it ain't everything.
That's right.
And so you have to do little things to let her know that you care.
I do. I try to be a family person.
Hold
That's
up.
my
See, there you go. You're not listening.
You're not listening.
You're jumping in already. You got to listen.
What's hot is you leaving a little note on the bed in the morning. I appreciate you. It's leaving something at her coffee cup like, I'm leaving something you sweeter than what you gonna ever put in this cup.
It sounds corny, but I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Why y'all have been together for a long time?
That's it.
Exactly. Why do you think she's cheating?
Right
All right.
now.
So, like I said, I do my dirt at nighttime. You know, I find out everything I need to know at night because that's the time she sleeps, and sometimes I don't have time to sleep. One night, you know, I'm getting a guy calls her phone. I answer it. I start while she's sleeping. I start talking like a girl. You know, like, yeah, who's this? He's like, hey, how you doing?
Wait, what does that sound like?
Oh, I'm like, hello, like, you know. I ain't gonna lie, he honestly fell for it. So like, he was telling me, he was like, listen, I want to see you again. You know, I want to be with you. I'm like, so honestly, to me, I feel like they had sex because on the phone he's talking about, oh, I had a great time, this, that, and the third. I'm like, and I asked her, and it's always, and he was like, oh, when can I see you again? And I'm like, oh, tomorrow, whatever. And then he's like, I see you, and click. You know,
Right.
So I'm like, I asked the next day, who's this guy?
So it's the see you again part that's getting you because that means, one, she's seen him,
Yeah.
and they're making plans to see each other again.
I worked overnight, I worked night shifts. So he asked me, like, oh, do you need a ride? You know, I'm a cab driver, I'm about to leave too, and you're about to get off your shift, so I could drive you home. I said, hey, why not?
What kind of ride did he give you?
A taxi ride. He literally gave me a ride. We talked the whole ride. Yeah, we had a conversation.
And that's her all the time. It is there was another story too that I wanted to mention, where she honestly sits there while I'm at work during the hours and sits there and talks to this guy.
How do you know this?
Cause I have proof. I have proof right here.
Ron, would you grab those for us, please?
Thank you. Your honors.
Thank you. And these are messages that you found on her phone using her finger to swipe.
Yep.
And she writes, like, I'm not coming unless we blank type blank. He said, you said you wanted to. And she responded, so we established that, right? He says, yes, that we were with it, blank, blank. Another man, I don't know if you were still down because you're bringing the baby.
Mr. Alejandro, why are you sending messages to a man about
I'm not
you
coming
said
unless
you
we...
wanted to blank?
Honestly, I have no excuse for that, but it was all talk. I was mad
But
at
we
him at
want
the
you to be
moment.
honest.
Yeah, it was all talk. I was mad at him at the moment, and I just decided I didn't do nothing with him. It was just really a conversation.
And what was this conversation? That you were planning to come see him,
Yeah.
that you were bringing the baby with you.
Yeah, he was asking me if I was bringing the baby with me.
No, at the end of the text,
no.
he said she was on her way over there. He's like, I'll see you later. To go
And it
see her.
says, I didn't know if you were still down because you bringing the baby. He didn't ask you to
Yeah,
bring the
he didn't show you all the text messages. He had asked me before, and he asked me if I was gonna bring the baby. I was like, I don't know. No, he asked me if I was gonna come. I said, I don't know because I have my daughter, so I'm not trying to like go nowhere. And that's why he said, but I don't know if you're still down because you're bringing the baby. I was like,
No, that doesn't even make sense.
Well, if you're going to do some
shouldn't be
blank
doing that
type
in the
blank,
first
why were
place.
you bringing the baby?
it was really all
Just let
talk.
me
Like
know.
we was just
Like-
conversating back and forth. Nothing was actually like I was never gonna.
How would you
take
feel if
action
I
on
did that
nothing.
to you, though? You know?
How would you feel if he did that
I
to
would
you?
be mad, of course.
You
I
would be mad or you be, you know, beating me up and breaking up with me. The only reason why I'm honestly together, I love her to death, and I have a beautiful 6-month-old daughter with her.
All right,
You
so
know?
you've seen text messages, you've caught phone calls. Have you ever caught her with another man?
Oh yeah, there was one. Okay, so we live in New York City. I went to I followed. She told me that she was going to drop off some boots at her friend's house. So I said, go ahead, go do your thing. I followed her on the train all the way to Times Square. When we get off on Times Square, her ex-boyfriend is standing in the front with a bicycle, and I'm walking up like, I recognize that guy, because he don't like me neither, you know? So I'm like, obviously, because I'm with her, you know? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So then he points me out, like, isn't that your man? She turned around and vanished, like, she ran. Like, I'm like, and I couldn't even find her. I'm like, yo, where she went? Like,
So you caught her red-handed in Times Square.
oh, she could
With
tell
her
you because she
ex-boyfriend.
ran. She saw it. She knows that I was there.
Okay, honestly, I went to him because we was going through some stuff, you feel me? We didn't have no money, so my ex-boyfriend always used to give me money for no reason. I knew I was gonna tell him, but I'm like, if I tell him, I know he's not gonna let me go. He's gonna get upset.
All right, wait a
So-
minute.
So
Hold
I told
up.
her I was singing- I
Wait,
was
wait,
on the
Miss
train.
Crawford,
Hold on.
I want you to be
I'm sorry.
quiet. Now, me and Mr. Color been around the block, through the block, over the block. So we know grown men don't give grown women money for nothing. Now, he may not be collecting his payment just when he gives you the money.
Like a down
But-
payment. Like an installment plan.
Yeah, it may be layaway,
Yeah.
but he's coming back to get something one day, because that's how this thing works. So with all that information,
Why did you run?
no, that's not the
That's not the
question.
question?
No.
He said, you want to know
Hey,
this too.
don't get ahead of yourself.
All right.
All right.
What's the question?
The question is, did you sleep with your ex?
No,
You have not slept with
No.
your ex since you've been with Mr. Crawford.
no.
Or any other man.
No.
You know, I'm thinking it's not something good going here.
I think we've heard enough testimony because what we have here is Mr. Crawford says she's always throwing up the fact that she's going to meet up with an ex, that she
Right.
slept with an ex, that she's got men calling her phone late at night. She's meeting her ex in Times Square to receive gifts from him, and then when she sees Mr. Crawford, she runs. This court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is she cheating? At this time, the court would like to hear from private investigator Todd Redding. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Redding into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. To the witness.
How are you, Mr. Reddy?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Thank you for
good to
being
see you.
here.
Thank you.
The court ordered Ms. Alejandro to submit her phone for examination. Did your team examine her phone?
Your Honor, our team member found over 892 deleted photos. And out of those 892, 4 of those deleted photos happened 2 days ago at 1:18 a.m.
Go.
Okay. And so what we have here are the deleted, whoa,
Uh-huh.
these are very up close and personal pictures.
These could be used to teach an anatomy class, actually.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a lot.
Crazy.
So who did you send them to?
To him, he has all those pictures
I ain't
he
gonna lie, I
recorded.
got some news, but I didn't get no 890. Like,
Those were what, 2 days ago, right?
Ron, would you hand these to Mr. Crawford? Did you take these photos?
see those?
Well,
I'll take
I've
mine.
seen them, you see them.
Yeah.
Okay, those are ones you took. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that explains that.
Mr. Redding, did you recover anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. There were 2 very graphic deleted videos also.
Yeah.
You push it. I don't want to push it. All right.
These are videos of
The
very
same
up
thing.
close and personal videos of
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
those are videos that you took.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
All righty then. Well, that's grown folks' business. Y'all grown. So in addition to the phone check, a member of your team also conducted a polygraph of Miss Alejandro. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you have those results?
Yes, ma'am. I have those results with me.
So Miss Alejandro was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with your ex-boyfriend during the 3 years you've been with Mr. Crawford? What was her response?
Your Honor, her response was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
All right.
So far, I see smiles.
Still one more, I think, right?
It's relief. What I see is relief and smiles, yeah.
Miss Alejandro was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men during the 3 years you and Mr. Crawford have been together? What was her response to that question?
Her response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
I told you. Miss Alejandra,
Yes.
I am so glad you were telling the truth. You all are a cute little couple.
Thank you.
And I want that little baby to have this cute little couple raising her. So what I'm gonna say to you all is this. Communication and grace is so important. Grace doesn't go, oh, you messed up, let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
That's not what grace does. You don't want to say something to each other where you're so hurt that it leaves a scar.
That you can never unsay. We have counseling resources available for you. Please take advantage of those. As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a good relationship. Court is adjourned.
Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Harrison versus Jones. You all are dating. You've been dating for 7 years now and been engaged for 2.5 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Miss Harrison, why have you brought your fiancé to court today?
I brought him to court today because he's canceled the wedding 3 times, and I'm ready for us to move forward. I'm not cheating on him. I feel like he's accusing me of cheating because he wants to keep procrastinating the process of doing that. And today I just want to prove to him that I'm not cheating. And when he's ready, we can continue to do this.
Okay, so you are here to prove your innocence.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are giving him his ring back until he accepts that.
Yes.
Wow.
Mr. Jones, why are you here today?
I'm here today to really find out if she's really cheating or not. And maybe after that, we can move forward.
All right. So
But-
you've canceled your wedding 3 times because you believe she's cheating.
Yes.
And if you find out that she is cheating,
That's it. I can't marry nobody that's cheating on me. I mean...
so we've
as
got
she
a wedding
said,
on the line here.
Yes.
I mean, not just if we getting married, our relationship is on the line. We have 3 children together.
Okay. Wow, so we're
mean,
talking
we
about
have
a
a family.
family. Okay.
You've got a lot of time invested in your relationship. You've got 3 kids, so I know there were some happy times. Tell us about the happy times.
I remember we were at my mom's house. Our son was about to be born. Got the kids together. We had fun. That was the first time he had said that he loved me in front of everyone. He made me feel like this is what he wanted. At that moment, I knew, okay, I'm gonna marry him. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be together for a long time. It's just his whole thing about me being with other people.
Mr. Jones, how did you know this was the woman for you?
We met each other around 2007. And from that day, I knew, okay, well, this is who I want to be with. We started getting serious. I had cooked her a nice surf and turf dinner.
Okay, you know, ain't nothing sexier than a man in the kitchen. You do know that, right?
I know. You know, we sat down, we ate, we talked, we vibed. You know, it was nice. I love her.
Do you still get butterflies when you look at her?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute, he's blushing.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. There's no shame in your game.
Yeah. Butterflies, ain't nothing wrong with butterflies.
So, Miss Harrison, because of the canceled wedding 3 times, you've brought a lawsuit against Mr. Jones, correct?
Yes.
All right. And what are you claiming in your lawsuit?
For the reception, we put a deposit down of $400, and it was non-refundable. At the last minute, he decided to tell me that he no longer wanted to do it because we needed more time.
Your Honor, yes, I canceled it, but that money came out of both of our accounts. So just as well if it was some of her money that went to it, it was as well as my money that went towards it.
And you believe you're entitled to that money back because he's canceled the wedding?
I could have used that on our children.
And how much did you put down?
$400.
$400. Do you have a receipt?
Yes.
Your Honor, as well,
Your Honor.
she say that that's just her money, but no, both of our money going in our account.
It's my money if you're gonna keep backing out. I can't keep, can't keep shelling out money for a deposit.
Mr. Jones.
I don't.
Okay. Mr. Jones, the name on the receipt says Jasmine Harrison.
Yes, because she took care of it. She put the deposit down, but it was our money. It came out of our account.
All right, we're gonna talk about the lawsuit in a minute. Right now, tell me why you believe she's cheating now.
We went to the grocery store one time. She told me she was going in to get one specific thing, come right out. Before that, this boy walked up that likes her, or that used to like her, or whatever the case was. She tell me, oh, that's him right there. So they both walk in the store. It was supposed to be an in and out thing. One thing, in and out. Okay, she was in there a little long. I pulled in the handicap spot to get in front of the store. I got out the car.
What did you see when you went in the store in terms of their interaction?
I went in, she walked through the aisle he was, back around, and like she's trying to be seen by him.
What does that look like? I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Go to the back of the courtroom and show me what that looks like. Show me what she did.
Okay, these eyes, I'm looking here. I go over here and look here. I go closer to him, I look here. Just like I don't know what I'm looking for, or like I can't find what I'm looking for.
All right, Mr. Jones says he felt she was trying to be noticed. And, yeah. So what else did you see?
Hey, did you see him walk? He was doing nothing. There was nothing about that that made me think that.
And it does. Exactly what he did is what I was doing.
I'm telling you guys.
I was looking for something that I didn't know where it was.
All right, Miss Harrison, would you show me what you were doing? I need Mr. Cutler to see this.
I'm looking on the shelf. There's not here. So I'm going to the next aisle. I'm looking on the shelf.
And so you're going back and forth between the cases.
You don't have to go back and forth. You can look at this aisle or look at this aisle and see what you have on it.
That's a man shopping. That ain't a woman shopping.
Okay.
That's a man shopping.
I'm just telling you, I know we hear a lot about women's intuition. Men know when women are trying to be noticed. I'm just telling you that.
How you know that?
Just trust me, I know.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to go with that. Okay. Let me just say this. Tell me that there's more to this story than the chip aisle that ring is sitting over there and you didn't cancel the wedding 3 times. There's got to be more to this than that. Oh. What we got? What we got? Oh. What we got? What we got?
Look how big these is. Alex, look at this.
Where you get those?
Where did those come from?
From
your house?
Yes.
You lost weight. You lost weight?
No.
You didn't lose weight.
To gain weight.
All right.
But
yeah, what happened?
I come home from work one day. I see the shorts in front of the door. I'm like, okay, what these shorts doing here? Like.
Okay, wait a minute. In front of the door, like which side of the door?
And which door?
In front of our bedroom door.
So was the bedroom door open or closed?
It was open.
So they just sitting there, like somebody threw them there?
Like on the floor, yes.
And those aren't yours?
No.
Your Honor.
I'm just trying. I'm trying.
Does anybody else live in the home?
Just me, her, and kids.
Okay.
And none of your kids are big enough to wear those shorts?
Ron, would you please get those shorts, please?
Sure, yeah.
But no, they're
those
not.
pants, before we moved in, he had a cousin as a roommate. His cousin is now deceased.
Oh.
We're cleaning out that house from when 2 other people used to live with him, and they were roommates, and we're still finding things.
How
we still have
they
things
just
of your
pop out?
grandmother's,
Okay.
and
So
she
these are
hasn't
size
lived there
40.
in years.
How long were you living in the house?
I moved in the house February of 2015.
15.
When did you find these shorts?
November of 16.
So more than a year later.
Where exactly did you
When
find
did we
these?
clean the house out from the people that used to live there?
Okay, when did you clean the house out from the people that used to live there?
You ready? You can't answer that question because we're still cleaning the house out from
Okay,
the people that used to live there.
But Your Honor, if we're cleaning the house out, and why are they out? Like, how they get out?
All right, you believe these shorts are the shorts of a man that she's sleeping with?
Yes.
You believe that?
I believe that. She used to date big guys, and she tell me she's attracted to big guys.
Did you tell him you like big boys?
That was a long time ago.
You like big?
How long is a long time ago?
That was like high school. I was attracted to the linebacker type.
All right, so here's my question. Has his suspicion of you caused him to do anything crazy?
Yes.
Tell me what that looked like.
We both have iPhones. iPhone comes with the feature of GPS, which initially was turned on so we can know where each other is. He travels back and forth to work.
So
He takes advantage of the GPS
What's turned
and tracks
off?
where I am. I go to my mother's house one day and he asks me where I am. You know where I am, the GPS is on. So that's not good enough for you. I turn it off. He shows up to my mom's house just to make sure I'm there. While we're there, I have teenage brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest. Everyone is at my mom's house. She's cooking. So it's my brothers, their friends, and their friends' friends. So which one of them you sleeping with? All under the age of 16.
I did not come out and say which one of them you're sleeping with.
Okay, what did you say?
I say which one of them here for you.
So what did you say to that?
All of them.
Oh.
I have to be sarcastic not to get my feelings hurt.
This is hurting you.
It
Tell him
is.
how that makes you feel.
It makes me feel like you don't see any worth in me to feel like I would give myself away to anyone else when I'm trying to give myself to you.
Mr. Jones, do you have anything else that causes you to believe that she's cheating?
She used to be attracted to women, so I don't even know if she's more attracted to women than to men.
That's a negative, because if I were more attracted to women, that is where I would be.
Well, no, listen.
Well, let me ask, have you dated women in the past?
Yes, Your Honor.
She tells me, Your Honor, that she's not more attracted to women than to me, but to other men. So what that tells me, like...
That he's the only one in the world that I want to be with. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Well, I saw some Facebook messages from a guy that she said she didn't date him, but they were just messing around or they just talking. Then all of a sudden, this guy gets a job at my job, and I know him from somewhere. I'm like, I can't put my finger on it. She sees him. She tells me that's the guy. So all of a sudden, she say, we only had sex one time. Maybe we chilled more than once.
No. Yes, this one guy, I did meet him. We only had relations once, and we hung out a few times. I don't feel you can question what I've done when we weren't together. I don't question what you have done when we weren't together.
Okay, so are you worried that she's still messing with him?
Not particularly him.
Okay.
Well, who?
I don't know who.
All right now I want to talk about the love suit, and let me make sure I got everything. You say that she's received Facebook messages from a guy. You go to the grocery store, and she's walking around like she wants to be seen by this ex-boyfriend. You find cargo shorts on the floor outside the bedroom in your home, and the cargo shorts don't fit you. And because of all of this, you think she's cheating?
Yes.
And Ms. Harrison, you say you're not cheating?
No.
You want to be his wife?
Yes, badly, like seriously. Like, that's all I've been talking about since we first met.
All right. To get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of a licensed private investigator. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are a licensed private investigator. What is the strangest place you've ever caught someone cheating?
Oh, wow. The strangest place that I've caught someone cheating, I would say, would be a park. They were engaged in intercourse outside in the park. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Well, the question is, what did you do to investigate today's case?
Well, today's case, what I did, I went undercover and I posed as a person who was cheating, coming to court, and I was actually in a room with Ms. Harrison.
Do you recognize this man?
I do.
Okay. So you went undercover. She didn't know who you were.
She did not know who I was.
So how does going undercover help you to get to the bottom of what you're trying to get to the bottom of?
Well, going undercover, Your Honor, for me, it helps me to engage in conversation with the individual.
Okay.
Look at body language. See how they change their tone when they're talking to me. Read their behavior. But also, I befriend them. I let them think that I'm there for the same reason that they're there for.
And they kind of let their guard down.
So they kind of let their guard down to give me an opportunity to talk.
So you try to catch them in a lie or to admit things?
I try to catch them in a lie and to admit the purpose if she was cheating or not.
Ah. So what did you discover in this particular case?
Well, Your Honor, I do have a video that I brought as evidence.
All right.
Let's look at that.
want to take it there, then probably I have cheated. But I was honest about it. He knows about it. It was with an ex of mine. She called. We were friends. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I wasn't with him, we probably would try to be in a relationship again.
So you did cheat once on him?
I guess you can, yeah. Because it was a mental thing, and I did take it there mentally. Yeah.
What did she do mentally?
Well, Ms. Harrison has levels of cheating. If you mentally engaged and that you want to be with somebody, then she believes that is cheating. And what she said there was a mental situation with her and another female.
Okay.
However, Your Honors, she did say that her fiance or her boyfriend was aware of it.
Okay. So you're saying that it was never any physical contact with this lady. The only thing was there was an emotional bond.
Yes.
So, Mr. Eccles.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you able to find out if this relationship went any further than an emotional or mental connection?
Based on my conversation with Ms. Harrison, I found her to be very forthright. And in my professional opinion, in doing these type of cases and undercover, she is not cheating with anybody.
I believe the investigator, and we can move past. I mean, because I love her, and if she's really not cheating, then we can really get married.
I like this part. Okay.
My baby.
Now, Ms. Harrison.
I don't want you to take it off no more.
Oh. Ms. Harrison, in light of him telling you don't take that ring off no more, do you want to continue with your lawsuit or you want us to dismiss it?
No.
You want us to dismiss it?
Yes.
Your lawsuit is dismissed.
This is the first step to a great beginning for you. And as we always say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a great relationship. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.